everybody, welcome back. This is Miss Faye, and this is my world. Today's topic is understanding karma and your life. Before we get started, I want to say welcome. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to all the new viewers, the new subscribers, and welcome to you who have been with me from the beginning. I really appreciate you. Now, I did pull a video to get us started. Karma is one of the universal laws. It is a law of the universe, and you can't get away from it. Karma is a part of our lives. I did pull a video to get us started talking about the 12 laws of karma, and then we have a letter. So let's look at this video. You're going to read the letter and talk about this issue. Okay? Here we go.
Have you ever heard of the 12 laws of karma? How many do you know and how many are you following? 1. The great law. Whatever we put into the universe will come back to us. 2. The law of humility. One must accept something in order to change it. 3. The law of responsibility. We must take responsibility for what is in our lives. 4. The law of focus. We cannot think of two different things at the same time. 5. The law of here and now. We cannot be present if we are looking backward. 6. The law of patience and reward. The most valuable rewards require persistence. 7. The law of creation. Life does not happen by itself. We need to make it happen. 8. The law of growth. When we change ourselves, our lives change too. 9. The law of connection. The past, present, and future are all connected. 10. The law of giving and hospitality. Our behavior should match our thoughts and actions. 11. The law of change. History repeats itself until we learn from it and change our path. 12. The law of significance and inspiration. Rewards are a result of the energy and effort we put into it. These 12 laws of karma can guide us towards a more meaningful and balanced life.
We talk a lot on this channel about karma, and I wanted you to understand what karma really is and how it influences your life. As a matter of fact, karma is a part of life. It's a universal law. Okay, so which means that you can't get away from it. Karma is a result from your thoughts, your speech, and your reactions. Okay? And what it is, it shows you, it's like a mirror. It shows you what you're putting out into the universe. You see, it comes back to you. Whatever you put out, it comes back. All right? So it is like a teaching tool. It's nothing to be afraid of. You can do things in your life to lessen the effects of bad karma. Okay? Karma can either be good or what we would say bad. Okay? And bad karma could be, if somebody comes in and steals from you, or if somebody takes advantage of you, or causes you some great harm or loss. We'll say that that's bad karma. And good karma is if you're rewarded with, all of a sudden money comes into your reality. All of a sudden, you get a new car. All of a sudden, you get new love. It can be good karma, which means that whatever you put out into the universe, you are going to get back. And that's why I say it's a teaching tool. It really is. It teaches you what you are doing and what you are saying and what you are thinking. You see, whether you're on a positive vibrational path or a negative vibrational path. You see, negative vibration is from your lower self. your lower self, which concentrates and embraces the 7 deadly sins. That's your lower self, you see. But you want to raise above your lower self into your higher self. Okay, let's dive into this letter and see what she says. I have a question for you. Can you please help me with this? I don't understand karma. I was told people treat you with their karma, and how you react is yours. I'm just so confused. I've been going over and over. I just don't understand. Okay, karma. I don't know what they meant by saying that people treat you with their karma. You know, people, it's not their karma they treat you with. People treat you out of how they feel inside about themselves. What happens is, whatever this person puts out is going to come back to them. Now, as far as you're concerned, however you react to whatever they do to you is your karma. Okay? Karma is attached to everything you do in this life. Everything you think, everything you say, everything that you speak. Karma is attached to it. Okay? So, that's why in your mind, and you want to be careful of the words that come out of your mouth. Be careful of the thoughts that you think. And be careful of the things that you do. All right? Because karma is attached to it. So you always want to concentrate on doing good. And how do you do that? You know what? We all have an internal spirit intuition that tells us good from things that are not good. Okay? The good and the evil. You have an internal guide. Nobody really needs to tell you when you're doing something good and when you're doing something that's not good. All right? You have that. Everybody has that internally. So, if you, free will, decide to go with the not so good, you're going to get not so good back. For instance, you could be sitting in your house hating on somebody. You know, nobody knows you think, but karma is attached to it. So, you go hate somebody, somebody's going to hate you. It's going to come back. And if you're out here looking for love, how can you find love if you are putting out hate? You see? Karma is inevitable. You can't get away from karma. But see, a lot of times when we talk about karma, we talk about bad karma. Because that's when we notice it. A lot of times when we get good karma, it's a blessing. It's a reward. You understand? We're blessed. Listen. To avoid bad karma. We'll say bad. We'll use the word bad. To avoid bad karma, don't do anything that dwells in the 7 deadly sins. If you want to avoid bad karma, avoid anything that's associated with the 7 deadly sins. Okay? And again, what is it? Pride, greed, lust, envy, gluttony, wrath, and sloth. There's no way to avoid karma. All right? But what you want to do in your life is to produce good karma. Good karma. So, do unto others as you would have them to do unto you. It's easy. It's easier said than done because people do things to you, get you all upset and everything. And what is your reaction? To be upset about it. But when you find yourself in that state, try to transmute it back into something positive. I'll tell you why. Because when these things happen in your life, it plants a seed. a karmic seed, all right? And that seed, when it matures over time, then it will bring it back to you. Now, if you have a lot of negative karma coming your way all the time, how do you get out of it? How do you rectify that? How do you transmute that energy into something positive for your future? You can transmute that karmic energy into something positive through meditation. Through meditation, you are reconnecting with the divine source for healing. All right? And it will lessen the impact of any bad karma in your life. All right? You're transmuting it into something more positive. And this positive energy will produce positive karma in your life. Just stay on your spiritual path. And you will be avoiding negative karma. Now let's talk about bad karma, because this is the karma that you want to avoid in your life. If you are operating in low vibrations, this is when you create bad karma. And in the low vibrations, this is what you'll find: pride, greed, lust, envy, gluttony, wrath, and sloth. These sound familiar? These are the 7 deadly sins. Now, I'm going to say something about pride, because I often encourage ladies to be proud of themselves. That is different from what we mean by pride as a deadly sin. When you are prideful, you put yourself above the divine. You feel like you are superior, that your power is your power. It doesn't come from the divine source. You are bigger than the divine. That's the pride that makes it a sin. All right? Also, greed. We already know about greed being a sin. And what about lust? A lot of times we go into these relationships concentrating on the sexual part of it, which is lust. The lustful part of it. It's not love, it's lust. Envy. We know about envy. Feeling less than and wanting what other people have, and feeling that we can't get it for ourselves, so now we're envious. That creates karma. Gluttony. Gluttony is like being greedy, but gluttony in food. You know, why be a glutton? Pace yourself. Gluttony is one of the deadly sins. Wrath. Holding anger and being angry. You are creating karma. And sloth is just being lazy, not ambitious, just laying around and just dead weight. It's a sin. If you are operating in any of these behaviors, you are creating bad karma for your life. You want to rise above it, because these deadly sins are in a low vibration. To avoid bad karma, you must raise up to a higher vibration, to your higher self, to love. Treat everybody the way that you want to be treated. You know, that's easier said than done. We all know that saying. But, you know, what we forget is that we are all one. Doesn't matter what race you are, or what religion you are, or what part of town you grew up in, or whatever. We are all connected, because the divine energy flows in all of us. In all of us. That's our soul. It comes from the divine source. But karma is a universal law of this dimension. All right? And it's in place to help you to live a better life. That's why karma is here. It shows you the energy that you're putting out, because it comes back and shows you this is not the energy that you want to put out, because this is hurtful. This is going to harm you. You want to put out good energy. So when it comes back to you, it's like a blessing. And now that's how karma works. But somebody asked me about, can you stop karma? No, you can't stop it. But you can lessen the impact of karma through meditation. Because through meditation, you are reconnecting with your divine source energy. And when you do that, from now on, you will be changing your future and creating good karma. You understand? Good karma. You can soften the blow of any bad karma that's coming your way through meditation. Strengthen your life source with the divine source to cleanse you, to lift you up, to raise your vibration. See, many of us are living in the low vibrations, and we think that's normal. You know, we competing with everybody, fighting with everybody. And when we watch television, those of you who watch the news every day, it keeps your mind in a low vibration. You're always worrying about what's coming down the pike, because the news is full of disasters and terrible things. And you're looking at terrible images through the news. See, that reprograms you from the inside. And it encourages you to develop bad karma. Bad karma. Because when you look at these things on the news, you know, you're thinking about war and disaster and killing and things like that. That's bad karma. And if you have that in your energy, you can bring that into your reality. And even as the world as a whole, the news is reprogramming people's minds. And this is why people are having so much devastation in their lives, because they keep their energy full of low vibrations. You see? You must raise your frequency to live a better life. Now, in the beginning, in the video, they did talk about the 12 laws of karma, and I just wanted to review them. The law of cause and effect. That's the law of karma. The law of creation. Realizing that you are creating your own reality. And karma is here to help you to create a beautiful reality. A beautiful reality. The law of humility. To bring about real change, we must accept reality as it is before we can transform it. So you need to look at your reality the way it is right now and decide whether this is good for you or you want to change it for something better. It's up to you, because you have created what you see in your reality right now. It came out of you. So for you to change your reality, then you need to change. Change the way that you speak, the way that you think, and the things that you do. Okay? The law of growth. Our personal growth is a matter for us alone, independent of others. All right, your own growth is a personal journey. A personal journey. And I encourage you to get on your spiritual path. On your spiritual path, Good karma will flood your life. It will flood your life. The law of responsibility. We are responsible for everything that happens in our lives. We don't want to hear that. When bad things happen, we want to point the finger at somebody else. You know, it's their fault. He did it to me. No, no. You created it. And you attracted him into your life. You understand? All right. So you need to take responsibility for that. The law of connection. Everything in the universe is interconnected. Each step leads to the next in the cycle of life. See, we're all one. And I talked about this before. Because our souls all come from the same source. The divine source energy. That's where we come from. And we're all the same when it comes to our soul and our spirit. Okay? So don't be deceived by the way that people look and the people act or whatever. Many people are acting out of their lower self, operating out of the 7 deadly sins, and they don't realize that they are creating all of the terrible things that are happening in their own lives. They are the creator of it. The law of concentration. By focusing on one thing at a time, we improve our productivity and our ability to achieve our goals. So, this is the law of concentration. You know, if you concentrate on something and focus on it long enough, you can bring it into your reality. By just thinking about it and focusing on it, you can bring it into your reality. And that's why I tell you, ladies, you can have what you want in life, but there are steps to get it. And one of the steps is through meditation, focus, and visualization. Okay? The law of giving and hospitality. The law emphasizes the importance of giving and receiving in all relationships and of proving our integrity through our actions. All right, this is in your relationships. You want to be giving and hospitable. Okay? Giving, loving, because the love that you put out will be the love that you get back. Now, you could be with a toxic person. And the more love you give to them, the more toxic they want to give to you. You need to break that. You need to get away from them. You need to leave them. Let them go so that you can work on yourself. You don't need to be around toxic people when you are trying to ascend. The law of here and now. Living in the present and accepting what is allows us to move forward and free ourselves from past regrets and future anxieties. Live in the present. So things that happen in the past, let them be in the past. Forget about it. You understand? Forget it. Forgive it. And let it go. And move forward with your life. Don't live in the past. Because, you're going to create karma. If you do that, let it go and go forward. The law of change. History repeats itself until we learn the lessons necessary to change the path. We talk about this because you could be on a karmic cycle, repeating it over and over and over again with different people. But until you break that cycle, that'll be your life from now on. Until you break it. You understand? Until you realize what's going on in your life and then you want to change. The law of patience and reward. Lasting success comes from hard work and patience. Rewards naturally follow our efforts and perseverance. Your hard work is rewarded in this universe. Okay? Because that's where your focus is. If your focus is on what you're doing, you can bring it to fruition. You see? But a lot of people aren't willing to work. They want to find other people to do it for them. You see? Other people. That's called taking advantage of other people. If you want things to appear in your reality, focus on it and work toward your goals. And never let it go. Keep working until you see it materialize in your reality. The law of meaning and inspiration. Each individual contribution enriches the whole, and inspiration results from each person's contribution to the whole. All right. And what that means is that, we're all connected. We're all connected. We're all a part of the human race in this dimension. And whatever you do, you see, affects the whole. And that's why, mass media, what they do is try to influence the whole, everybody's mind to be on one accord. And this is why we have wars and things like that. Because they put out the propaganda to you just to get you set up and ready, even on TV. I don't watch the news at all. I stopped watching the news years and years ago. So if any kind of a phenomena or whatever happens, people have to come and tell me because I do not watch the news. All right. I just feel like it's full of disaster. It shows you images that you can't get out of your subconscious. These destructive images. You don't need to see that because all of this keeps you in a low vibration, a low frequency. And this is where you develop and create. This is where you create karma that you don't want in your life. You don't want that. When you rise above a high frequency, the karma that comes to you will come in the form of blessings. It will come in the form of blessings, and that's what you want. So I hope that this message helps someone, and I really hope that you understand karma and how it affects your life. You can't get away from karma. It is part of this universe. It's a universal law of cause and effect. Whatever you put out is what you're going to get back. But karma is a teacher. Or karma shows you what you're putting out so that you can change it. That helps you to live a better life. I hope that you understand the message today, and I really hope that it helps. Now, those of you who have questions that you would like for me to answer, my email address is in the description. And also those who are looking for your affirmations and your movement for today, also in the description. I thank you so much for your comments, your letters, and a special thank you for those that leave a donation. I really appreciate all of you, and I wish you all the very best. And I really hope to see you next time.